Russia is the longest country on Earth, with an extension of 17.13 million square kilometers. Their culture is more than just crazy people jumping into frozen lakes and wrestling bears. Russia is a land of diversity, and today we're going on a tour on some of the most interesting parts of this beautiful country. Davai. For this tour, we'll start with Russia's capital, the beautiful city of Moscow. Full with modern infrastructure, Moscow is house of 12.48 million Russians, being the city with the most inhabitants in Russia. A fun fact about Moscow and its inhabitants is that from 12.48 million people living there, only 2% of these people were born in the city. Pretty crazy, huh? Some of the most traditional plates here in Moscow are pochiki, shi, and a very traditional Russian breakfast, kasha. Probably one of the most known touristic attractions in Russia is the Red Square. Its story is very interesting. Many medieval cities in Russia built fortresses or Kremlins to protect themselves from invaders. As Muscovite wealth and power grew over time, Prince Ivan III ordered the construction of what we know now as the Red Square, which at the time was a shanty town that served like housing for poor peasants and criminals. The Motherland Calls. This enormous representative statue is currently the ninth tallest statue in the world, with a height of not less than 85 meters. It was unveiled on October 15, 1967, built by the sculptor Yevgeny Vukivich and engineer Nikolai Nikitin. It's considered a symbol of strength and determination, a call from the motherland to never surrender and maintain attack until our enemies are defeated. To understand Russian culture in a more profound level, we need to dive into their most appreciated traditions, so that we can understand their beliefs and their way of celebrating their sacred days. Easter is the day of the resurrection of Christ. The holiday came to Russia from Byzantium together with Russia's christening in the end of the 10th century. Since then, this Christian holiday has been widely celebrated all over Russia. They normally share food, visit friends and neighbors, and exchange Easter eggs and delicious breads. Maslenitsa is a tradition that probably reflects a little more the stereotype that some people around the world have amongst Russians. In the old days, Maslenitsa was for remembrance of death, so the burning figure of Maslenitsa means her funeral. But with time, the Russians' longing for fun and entertainment turned the sad holiday into Jolly Maslenitsa, with Blini, round, yellow, and hot as the sun, sledding and horse slide riding, fist fighting, and mother-in-law chatting. The rituals of Maslenitsa are very unusual and interesting because they combine the end of the winter holiday rituals and the opening of new spring festivals and ceremonies, which are to promote a rich harvest. Also, an interesting fact is that even though Russia has the largest territory extension on the whole world, population isn't evenly distributed in the country. This is due to the extreme condition that this vast territory has in some of its locations, which make it virtually impossible for humans to live in, causing various places to be with very little or no population at all. Talk about Russia's president, Vladimir Putin. He, unlike presidents of other countries, has some unusual likings and accomplishments. one of which is that he's a black belt in a martial art judo, and sometimes even trains in public with other students of this same sport. He also, before involving himself in politics, served in the KGB as an intelligence officer, which is not a small thing to be. And to top it off, has also considered himself as a fan of swimming on freezing cold water.